you like, focus your eyes on the picture behind me or just at some point in front of you. And just become aware of yourself as the invisible, subtle being of light. Thank you. So, we've been talking a lot about the last few times looking at the whole subject of our thoughts and our thinking. And we know, I think, very well, each one of us, just how much of an impact our thoughts have on not just our mind, but on our physical state of health and well-being, balance, energy. And so I find that it's really worth paying attention to the quality of my thoughts. So what I thought we would do to start with is I wanted to read you a couple of paragraphs from a book called Inside Out. So you might recognize this name from the film, but this book was actually written many years before the film came out. And it's a book from the teachings of Dadi Janki, who has been a very inspiring teacher. So here she says, thoughts and feelings of worry, fear, and sorrow are of no use to us. They weaken us and cannot help us find lasting solutions to our problems. In a sense, they are the problems: worry, fear, and sorrow. So, not the situation, not what's happening, not the person, not the past, but it's my energy of worry, fear, and suffering or sorrow that surrounds the situation, that surrounds an issue or a relationship. So, in a sense, they are the problems. If I have the strength to respond to a situation with calm and ease, it is no longer a problem. But then the question arises, how can we rid ourselves of such thoughts and feelings? Are they not part of the human condition? Fear, worry, and sorrow? How can we maintain positive feelings when so much is wrong with the world, including ourselves? So maybe this is a question that we have. It is true that when we are weak, we can't do anything about such feelings. They take us over. However, although weakness may be widespread, it is not our natural condition. So what is our natural condition? Originally, each one of us is naturally powerful. Power in this inner context means something akin to the French expression joie de vivre, so meaning the joy of life, the joy of living. It means being well stocked with the energy of positive thought and feeling, and knowing how to use and maintain those stocks effectively, replenishing them from an inner wellspring. So, well being, so it means being well stocked with the energy of positive thought and feeling, and knowing how to use and maintain those stocks effectively. Replenishing them, so how to use them. So, first, how to access them, how to use them, and how to replenish them from an inner wellspring. In this powerful state, you feel love for the self, for others, and for life. When you begin to think positively, you accumulate power. Your self-confidence and effectiveness increases. When you allow negative thoughts to come, it is as if a leak develops in the vessel of the soul. So there's a lot more, but I wanted to stop there. And I thought before we do anything else, let's do a little exercise together. So just to, would you have easy access to a pen and paper, or something to write on, or even to type on, I guess, whichever you like. Does everyone have that? Just a quick check. So something to make notes on. So basically what I thought, we could do an exercise just to practice together this thing of thinking, of creating a positive thought. Because this is something that we need to practice. Otherwise it doesn't come by default. It doesn't come just like that. Maybe for some people, who have in one way or another acquired the ability to naturally think positively. But most often, the default is either waste or negative thoughts. The immediate thought is like a judgment or an evaluation in a negative sense of the self, of others, of the situation. So the exercise is to think of something that is currently going on in your life that is in your mind. So something that keeps coming back to you, a thought about something. It could be about your child, or it could be about a different relationship, or about it could be about another person, a parent, or it could be about a particular situation. It could be about your state of health. Whatever it is, it could be about the state of the world. But one thought, one thing that keeps coming back to you, that you're so much so that you're aware of it. Many things keep playing in the background, and some shout louder than others, calling our attention. So I'd like you to identify, you don't have to share any of this. Maybe the only thing we can share, if you want to, is the thought that you create about it. But so I'd like you to please choose one thing that is in your current awareness, in these days, that keeps coming back to you. So it could be that, I'll just give you an example. For me, that I've been thinking recently that, yes, I would like to visit my mother in Scotland, because I haven't, or to get her over here, and so that she can have a bit of a holiday, and I can see her, or I can go there. So this thought has come back to me, not every single day, but enough times for me to be aware of it. And around that thought, I've noticed a number of excessive thoughts, which is like, oh, I don't know whether I'll be able to travel, whether how comfortable it'll be, and will we have to do the quarantine, and will she want to travel anyway? She's 75 years old. And so a lot of excessive thoughts that I realize that are actually not necessary because I don't know. So, and they have on occasion brought me that sense of feeling drained of my energy. Now, that's in a sense, it's one example. Right? I mean, I would have a million other examples, but I shared that one, share that one with you. Um, so choose one thing that is more or less intense. It doesn't have to be a very, very high intensity and uh, explosive kind of issue. It could be a simple issue because this is a practice that we're doing. We're practicing together. So just bring that to your mind, something that keeps coming back to you. Okay? Has everyone got that? I hope so. In case anyone has any issues, if you could just, issues in the sense not able to identify something or need some clarification, just maybe put your mic on and share. Otherwise, now, if you can just bring that issue to your mind, right now, and we're going to do just a little reflection before we write anything. Bring that issue to your mind, all the elements involved, and visualize what is the best scenario that you can possibly imagine, that you can possibly wish for, that's of benefit. That is, if it's regarding another person. If it's regarding yourself, visualize what is the best possible result that you can imagine. So avoid thoughts like a bit more of or a bit less of. Just to look at it in an absolute way. So the highest possible outcome. Highest in the sense that will bring peace, it will bring contentment, it will bring closeness, it will bring, whatever harmony, whatever qualities that, in fact, write down now, if you can, 2 or 3 of the qualities that you would like to see, that you experience in that situation. So I think there's some noise there. If someone could, if the host could please switch the mic off of, I don't know. Okay, thank you. So the exercise, the first step is to bring to your mind one issue, one situation about the self or about you connected with others. So you have to be involved. So it's not something in general, but it's you are involved. And something that keeps coming back into your mind regularly, even over a period of time. Bring that to your mind and then think about yourself in that situation and what is the best possible outcome that you would like to see. And then the third thing is write down a couple of qualities, a couple of positive states of consciousness that you would like to see yourself in. So I might, for example, like to see myself in that sense of ease. So whether it's for me or for my mother or for the traveling, I would like to see the ease, the joy of meeting, the quality of exchange, the sense of comfort. For example, it can be simple things. It doesn't have to be too highfalutin things, just something that you can relate to. And then I'd like you to write down one sentence, putting all of that together. So that starts with I see or I am, and create a sentence around that situation which includes how you are in that. So bring that situation as if it's happening now. No? So, and you see yourself. In which way do you see yourself? So write down one sentence within which you include those positive qualities. Is that okay? Anything needs clarifying at all? Any questions? Or otherwise, please just take 2 or 3 minutes. Yeah, Sahil, okay? Anything you want to think needs clarified? Yeah, okay, fine. Okay, so just take a moment or two to write down, this one sentence, to make it as rich and as powerful as possible. So putting, don't lower your standards at all. You can keep your expectations as high as the sky. It's okay with this kind of exercise. So if you could please just take a moment to write that down. And if you've finished, just go into the experience of that sentence that you've just written in terms of the qualities, to strengthen it even more. Okay. So, is that enough time? Okay, so I'm going to ask you at this point, in case anyone would like to share your sentence that you've written. Hello, Dilshad. Welcome.
I'm sorry I joined in late. I forgot and I just saw the time.
Okay, no problem. Welcome.
Hi.
Hello. Hello. Good. Hundal, did you want to share yours?
Yeah, I'll share mine rather.
Please. Yes.
I have said I see them being strong, healthy, happy, and being calm.
Wow. Great. And how did you feel as you were writing that?
Some way I could sense it being a part and parcel of it.
Yes. Yes.
I could sense the positive energies there.
Yes. Yes. So as you see them, can you repeat the words again? I see them as?
I see them being
Being.
strong, healthy, happy, and calm.
Okay, okay. And so I guess you're included in that, isn't it? No?
Collateral damage. I'm part
Yeah.
and parcel of it. Yeah.
Yes. So it's remember to include yourself, because you're the, in a sense, the main one, because it's you doing the thinking. You know, if it's their thought, then well, that's their thought. But since it's your thought, you have to be included in that, and first experience that strength, that happiness, the health. You know, to see yourself as that and radiating that, and seeing each other, the people that you were visualizing being in that same amazing condition. That's very powerful. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Great. Anyone else? Hamid.
I've written, I'm harmonious, strong, and optimistic.
Okay. Right.
Because I was actually, maybe it's a strained relationship with someone within my family. So I feel that this is what I need to.
Okay.
I need the strength. I need to be harmonious. I don't need to have any aggressive thoughts, and I need some optimism. And I think all that should.
Yes. Great.
This is what and when you told me that you think about it and give strength to this, that really somehow really gave strength when I started relating to it just after writing it.
Great, great. It's the important thing. In fact, it's a very powerful exercise, because it's like you visualize that situation where maybe normally you get disturbed and upset and angry, for example, but here you're seeing yourself in a completely different condition. No, and so that is what we're creating, and this is an amazing thing.
Right.
And the more we do it, the stronger it becomes for us.
So you can make a habit of relating it to every situation that keeps coming, and then find the right words and then relate to that situation.
Exactly. So you find the right words, and then you empower those words with your, it's like you plant the seed inside your mind, and you just give it, radiate the energy which you have, you are anyway. You know, you are a peaceful, powerful, loving, pure, blissful being. So all you need to do is to give some of your energy to that situation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Great. Anyone else?
Yeah, hi, Radha.
Hi, sir.
I just wrote, I wrote a longer sentence, but then I kind of pressed it down, simply saying, I'm relieved, surprised, and happy.
Okay, great. Great. And so the thing is to, I guess, you know, of course, you don't need to share the context, but that you have a context in your mind, right? Of
I do, and I guess what you were saying was saying, let's imagine that the situation has reached the conclusion, that the best conclusion that I wanted it to reach.
Exactly.
And then this is what I feel. You know, the earlier part being the intention, this being the kind of the emotion behind it. Not convinced I've fully felt these emotions yet. But I'm very aware of the fact that, you know, if I can get to that point, then as if the events already happened, and you've got the right energies out there.
Yes. And I mean, you can also see yourself how you would like to feel during the event. You know? So as it's happening, and to think of another set of qualities, maybe, which might make it more real as well.
Okay,
yes,
fair
that's
enough.
great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? Chandra Mohan, how did you get on?
Yeah, so I had written that I'm in a position to support my team in creating higher value for the organization.
Great. And could you feel what that position is, that positioning inside, and what's the energy with which you approach your team?
Absolutely. So there's a higher energy,
Great.
which is of
Great.
high confidence, which is of wisdom, which is of
Mm,
power.
great.
And it's about leading from the front. So, just making your colleagues achieve their ambitions, their dreams, and helping them in every possible way.
Great.
Vis-a-vis the whole organization gains from that.
Very nice. Very nice. And so it's amazing how it really starts from that wish, that deep wish inside, which is what we call pure good wishes and pure feelings. Because the pure feelings are that I want the best for everyone. I don't want any limited thing for myself, from other people. That yes, I want to be happy, I want to be peaceful, I want to be loved and loving, but I don't need to take that from other people. And therefore I can wish that for other people as much as I wish that for myself. So it's great.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else wishing to share? That's very beautiful. Okay. So this is an exercise to keep on doing, in fact, if you can do it once a day, for that day, that is ideal, that is wonderful. Just to write one thought every day, one positive thought that includes yourself and includes something that is going to come up in the day, or if there's nothing particular gonna happen, then just something that's been on your mind, so to speak, because there's usually something or another, isn't it, on our mind. And so to be able to create this positive energy, because within this positive energy there is power, and the first person that benefits from that, in the sense of becoming able to be more loving, more peaceful, more powerful, is the self. And of course, the people, if they don't pick it up consciously, then unconsciously it is reaching them. And we can do this for people who we can't speak to. Sometimes there might be some people in your life that you just don't want to speak to, or every time you do speak to them, you feel so uncomfortable, or not good, or whatever. And we can do this. We can create these powerful thoughts that are like good wishes, that are deeply good wishes, because we're wishing ourselves well first. We're seeing how I would like to be in that situation, and then we're visualizing the presence of the other person. So what we can do now is, let's have a meditation, and let's go into the experience of also connecting with the source, because just as Dadi Janki was saying, that we need to, yes, have access to use it, but we also need to replenish these energies. So today we'll go into the experience of, first of all, being in that inner space, and then connecting with the Supreme, with the Source. Okay, so find a comfortable position, maybe readjust yourself as you need. Take a deep breath and feel all the muscles in your body relaxing. Just take a moment to scan the body with my mind, just to feel that my feet, my legs, everything's relaxed, my stomach, my back and shoulders, Everything is at ease. My hands and fingers, the back of my neck, and the muscles in my face. And my eyes just gently rest, maybe slightly open at one point. And I can feel the breath going in and out. Refreshing and relaxing. And as I draw in the strings of my attention from all the various tasks that I might have been doing before coming here, it's as if I wind up the string gently, untangling any knots. So that my attention is fully present inside. My attention is focused on I, the being of light, the being of subtle, living consciousness. I visualize myself. I visualize this space inside, luminous, inviting, and rich with many resources. Whatever is needed in my world of interactions, in my day-to-day life, is available here. If I need wisdom, peace, sense of safety, security, stability, love, whatever I need is in this inner space. And as I stabilize myself, my attention I begin to experience the coolness and the fragrance of these qualities washing through me. I allow them to arise naturally. Contentment, ease, peace. Clarity, strength, happiness, And for a moment, from this consciousness as a spiritual being, I make a connection with the source, with the supreme source of energy. The source of pure love, the source of peace, of wisdom, of power, and of bliss. This connection is just simply an awareness of the existence of a being that is so constantly overflowing with peace. With love and with bliss. And this energy flows into my being, replenishing my stock. I allow this flow to continue, the connection to be strong. As I continue to visualize the source, the supreme being, as a brilliant light of warm, loving, all-encompassing, powerful energy, completely benevolent, all-knowing, the constant one. I allow this energy to touch the depth of my being. I receive it as it's given. And it is this energy that makes my inner world a sacred space I can come back to again and again for whatever I need in my day-to-day interactions to make my life meaningful and the world a better place. So I take another deep breath, which helps me to reconnect to my physical body. And I carry with me the sense of refreshment, of closeness and connection. And little by little, I become aware of my physical surroundings. Om Shanti. Thank you. So, anything anyone would like to share? Chandramohan, you want to share something?
Yeah, Radha, today was yet another amazing experience. I think the prelude that you said to the meditation about Dadi Janki, how we have a reservoir within ourselves of positivity, which is the natural state of being. So that is something amazing that is something that we need to now send messages to that. Negativity is something that would always be there, would be a natural state. But since the natural phenomenon is that there's a reservoir which we need to keep digging, keep sending positivity, that is the way to go about it. And the second message that you gave about writing down a powerful thought, which is something that is the core of our thought process, is something that will invoke a lot of energy, positivity, and accomplishing that goal. I think that is something very, very powerful. And I've not been doing it, but I'm really looking forward to working around this in a very effective way. And I think these two descriptions that you gave with the meditation, and I've been consistent in meditation for the past 3 days, though I've been with the meditation for 3 months, but consistency was missing. I want to keep this, like you said, keep the things lukewarm. Don't let it get cold. So I think really many, many thanks today. Yet another fantastic day of interacting with you. And I'm sure it's going to make me a much better human being. Thank you.
Thanks for sharing, Chandramohan. Great. All the best.
Thank you, Radha. That was wonderful. I'm going to have to go, so I'm just going to leave the meeting. But that was a wonderful meditation again. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your presence.
Yeah, it was a wonderful experience, Radha. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Amrit. Yeah.
I